Dane Sweet reads comics and then tells us what he thinks of them. Seems like a great gig.
It's been a charming interlude.
It's time for another Sweet Dan comic review. This time, Sweet Dan reviews Officer Downe.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Sweet Talking with Sweet Dan, Sweet and Comic Book Man. Coming from Mount Greenwood, someplace in Chicago. There's a comic book store with a big sign and some
if you were
letters
delivering
on
a
it.
pizza to alternate reality, where would you go?
I would go right up the street. I would make a left.
Located at the intersection of 111th and Kenzie.
Parking in the back.
Where we love cold pizza.
On the south side of Chicago's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful downtown. And it's not really, it doesn't make any sense. The south side.
South side's downtown.
111th and Kenzie, beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. All new comics, 15% off every day for everyone, including Officer Downe, which comes out from Image. Actually came out last week. It's by what is it?
Joe Casey and Chris Burnham.
It's a one shot.
Yep.
Done in one.
Done in one.
$4.99 cover price.
But totally
which is why I've only got one of them. It's an Image $4.99 book.
He sold the rest, guys. He sold the
Which
rest.
is why I only have one of them. I sold
this one's in somebody's pull list, so this is getting sold too.
Bo, I'm selling your book.
To Bo, hopefully.
And anyway, Officer Downe is about...
It's about this,
cop.
Cop guy and a police force that takes their
In
work
a city.
way too seriously. What happens is they find this dude who's really a hardcore motorcycle cop. He gets killed one day. They get an army of telekinetics to put him back together.
And they make him better than he was.
And then he goes out and he gets killed again and again and again.
Oh, he's Doomsday.
And he constantly gets brought back because they constantly can put him back together. And
he's
just
a little better each time?
Yeah, he's a little more nuts each time.
Wow.
It's not insinuated whether or not he's crazy or if he's stronger each time or whatever. It's more a fun book. I call it an amalgamation of sort of like Judge Dredd, RoboCop, and Universal Soldier.
I was going to ask you, what's the difference between this and Judge Dredd outside the
Well,
uniform?
the Judge Dredd is not supposed to be necessarily as silly as this is, even though it is kind of out there.
Well, this isn't serious, and this is a humorous take.
Dredd gets his ass kicked, but
It's
doesn't
a
get
dark,
killed.
humorous take on
Black
action,
humor.
sort of future sci-fi action comedy.
Okay.
If that narrows it down just a bit. No, it's. I got the feeling this was a lot more fun. I mean, there's anthropomorphic animal people in there. Okay. The bad guy is like this disco ninja urban breakdancer guy and his army of jumpsuit wearing karate men.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that the police there's a couple of different ways you could take it if this got picked up into a real series. Is it Officer Downe versus these bad guys forever, or is it eventually Officer Downe rebelling against the police force that constantly takes advantage of him?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's there's layers there. It's a Joe Casey book, so while it's in your face and the first words in the book are dirty words, curse words, the name of the book, the name of the story is a dirty word. I won't go into on here. So I mean, it's very in your face.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
Fits
if
right into the video outhouse, right?
You put a lot of it into an outhouse.
Okay. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. From all sorts of mammals.
Corny, sort of carrots.
Nutty. Nutty.
It's a book that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Right.
It's a comic book, and it's about ridiculous stuff, and it knows it, and that allows it to be a little bit more freewheeling. It doesn't have to live up to 20 years of continuity that Judge Dredd does or whatever.
Okay, let me ask you, why is this a one-shot as opposed to a miniseries, as opposed to a potential ongoing series?
Because nobody buys new comics anymore. And they had to see if the property was viable, and I imagine eventually it'll come back as a miniseries, and then maybe one day it'll come back. I mean, it's a viable property in my opinion. I think there's not a lot out there like it, and depending on you get the right creator. I mean, Joe Casey's awesome. You need to, if he's not interested in exploring different avenues with this character, you need to find someone who is willing to dig a little deeper than the surface stuff. You know what I mean? Because for a one and done, this is hilarious. It's great. I wouldn't want to read 6 issues of just this, though.
How's the art?
The art is by Chris Burnham.
Yeah.
Not a new name. He's done some work with Joe Casey in the past.
He sort of looks a lot like Jeff Darrow.
His artwork is incredibly detailed, like Jeff Darrow.
Yeah.
But in a simple way.
Okay.
I mean, he'll get right in a character and show you the lines and the hair and the muscles and the veins, and or if he's punching somebody through the face, you're gonna get teeth and blood drops and veins in the eyes.
Well, it sounds all like Jeff Darrow.
And that's what's so beautiful about it. You know what I mean? But whereas Jeff Darrow maintains a sort of gritty realism to his work, Chris seems more interested in being smooth and clean, and I don't want to say cartoony, but it's almost if Jeff Darrow and Don Bluth animated style sort of amalgamated. Believe me, I'm now a big fan. I am definitely into pages that have this sort of gritty. Or can I find some stuff?
We'll show.
I love it. I love it. And you get into it, and he's blowing stuff away. He's on giant motorcycles.
Yeah. Telling
people, you know.
It is the end.
You know, I like it.
It's hard to take something like that seriously.
Oh, it is. It's not something.
Which is the point. Which
and by it not taking itself seriously, sort of allowed me to have a bit more fun with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If this was, all sort of preachy and stuff, it wouldn't make sense.
No, it would be working against the style.
Exactly. I actually had the opportunity to meet Chris Burnham at C2E2 before this book ever came out. So I was already looking for this title by the time I was looking through his sketchbook and stuff, and I saw a bunch of stuff he was doing. It really grabbed me. I was concerned when it was brought inked and colored that it was going to lose a bit of its flair, and that's not the case at all. So I'm definitely going to be looking for him. I saw him on the list for Wizard World, so we'll see what happens. I think he's a Chicago guy. They did this book in Chicago, so I'm all about it. You know what I mean? This is one you shouldn't have missed, and if you did, maybe they'll reprint it.
Stop down then at Alternate Reality. I will be doing a reorder on this because, like I said, I am sold out, but I will be doing a reorder on this, and I will be getting more in, assuming they're in stock. And
for a $4.99 price tag, it's a huge book too. It's not like you're paying $5 for a little book. It's 48 pages at least with a little bit of extras, interviews.
Well, that's one of the reasons I was wondering: was this a 2-issue or 3-issue miniseries they slapped together into one book, or is this just a big, thick one issue?
As far as I know, it was always a one shot. Okay. When I was talking to Chris at C2E2, he didn't lead me to believe that it got downsized at all. He says it was just going to be coming out. So
this is
absolutely a must-have.
Okay. Stop off at the store's website. Check out all of Dan's reviews on books like Officer Downe and many other books. And where's the store's website at? You know where it is, don't you?
I always ask Sarah.
I know where it is, but ask Sarah. She'll tell you.
You still haven't figured out what it is yet? www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of his reviews. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Danny California.
Oh, look, Mr. California's back. Oh, look at that. Saying, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know you're out there. Bye. It's our 16th anniversary here at Alternate Reality, Sweet 16, and we're having our anniversary sale from the 15th through the 21st this month here at the store. Now, what does that mean? That means half off all back issues and 25% off all statues and action figures and 20% off everything else in the store for that whole week, the 15th through the 21st. So stop on down. Don't miss it. We only have an anniversary celebration once a year, and it's coming up soon.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.